Welcome to RG.org. In this video, we're reviewing Betway, a legal online sportsbook available in most Canadian provinces outside Ontario. This is a full walkthrough of the mobile experience, including betting features, promos, and more. Betway is licensed by the Malta Gaming Authority, and Betway is available in Ontario, but under a completely different URL, website, has different regulations, all that. And then also, promotions in this review are not available to bettors in Ontario. And please note that to play here, you're going to need to be 18 or 19 or older, depending on which province you're in, such as Alberta, Manitoba, or Quebec. So with that, let's check out how to access Betway on mobile. So I'm right here on the mobile web browser. There is a mobile app available as well, but the mobile web browser responds just as well. So that's why I'm here checking it out on the mobile web browser. Upon entering the site, though, you will need to confirm your location. So there is a little bit of a geolocation prompt. But once again, this review will be done using the mobile web browser. Of course, if you want to download the mobile app, that's more than fine. You can do so at the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. With that being said, here's how the sign-up process works on mobile. So we're here at the home page. You have a sign-up in the upper right-hand corner. Straightforward enough. This is going to open up, and you're going to choose which welcome offer you want to dive into. So as you can see here, there's a couple different options, and we're going to go over this in a little bit, but you do have get a free bet of up to $200 if your first bet loses, plus 20 bonus spins for the casino, or you have get a deposit match up to $300 plus 50 bonus spins. So of course this is a sports book, but there is that casino offer there as well, so just keep that in mind. So after you pick one of those, so we'll just pick the default one just to kind of move to the next step so I can show you this. So here you're going to input your username, password, and email, and then from there you're going to input personal details such as your name, your address, your occupation, date of birth, things of that sort. This is all important information to help confirm your identity. And then lastly, your contact details are going to input your mobile phone number, and you're going to have to confirm your account after that as well. So just keep that in mind. But this process, even though there's multiple steps here, it just takes a couple minutes to complete. So I would not worry about it whatsoever. Now let's take a look at the welcome offer for new mobile users. So like I mentioned, there's two different ones, and one of the first ones you have here is this one here, where you'll get a free bet refund of up to $200 if your first bet loses upon the placement of a qualifying bet, and also receive 20 spins on the 12 Masks of Fire drums slot game. And here, as you can see, they lay out some examples, so I'll just read off one of these examples so that you know exactly kind of how it works. So you're going to place the first bet of $10 to receive 12 Masks of Fire drum spins. Okay, so that's done. From there, if the $10 bet loses, you get a $10 free bet in return. So then they kind of lay out some other examples. It goes up to $80, and then it shows here in example 3, if you place $300 and lose, you're still only going to get up to $200 because that's where the promotion maxes out at, right? But you're still going to get those free spins. So that's one. And then 2, you have the deposit match of up to $300 plus the free spins. So as it says here, though, your initial deposit match and any winnings made from your 50 bonus spins will be subject to these wagering requirements. So this is very important. So you're going to have 10x wagering requirements on sports bets of at least minus 133 or 1.75 odds, and 50x wagering if wagered on sports between 1.3 and 1.74. So this is really important because, yeah, you're going to get that. You're going to place that deposit and get it back, but you're unable to even access those funds until you complete these wagering requirements. So for me, I think I prefer the free bet. You kind of make the bet, and if you lose, you get it back. It's a little bit more accessible to everyday players. So that's the one that I would recommend. Next up, let's touch on the sports and leagues that you can bet on here at Betway. So we have this menu right here along the middle that you can check out. You can see the different sports that are available here. But then if you click on the Find button here along the bottom, you're going to see all the sports listed A to Z. You're going to have your most popular ones: NHL, NFL, MLB, NBA, soccer, but then you also have more niche markets available as well, such as cricket, Formula One, rugby, snooker. There's a bunch of different stuff here. And then as for bet types, you're going to have your usuals. You're going to have your point spreads, your parlays, your money lines, your totals, your futures, teasers, round robin bets, all of that. Now let's go over how to place a bet on mobile. So you're going to scroll down here, go to football. I'm just going to choose the NFL just to kind of show you an example. So we have the Colts here minus 300. You're going to see the wager field here. You're going to input how much you want to wager. And then after you log in, you would click place bet and then wait for the results of the wager. And additionally, if you do want to change how the odds are formatted, you want to go to decimal odds or fractional odds, you have to log in, and there's a setting to do that there. Next up, let's take a look at the live betting section on mobile. So here we are, here at the homepage. You're going to go ahead here and click live at the bottom. As you can see here, this game's awaiting the start. That's for hockey. So let's just go to another sport here. Let's go to basketball. And as you can see here, this game is in progress, so we'll go ahead here and click on that. And it took a couple seconds there to load, but nothing too crazy. And as you can see, kind of have like a live tracker here, stats, and all the available markets that are available. So definitely a great interface. I love that they have like this live tracker here as well, game tracker, whatever you want to call it. Right now this game's at halftime, but it'll show you like, the result of this basket or this happened or that happened. So if you're unable to watch the game, you can still follow along using this tool here. So back at the homepage, let's take a look at the ongoing promotions available on mobile. So right here along the top, oops, sorry, let me go back to the homepage. So we have, that welcome offer there, but then you also have this here, Kyle Connor to score 1 goal and assist, so the odds are boosted on that. You have the NBA Friday Parlay Insurance. You have daily profit boost tokens, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of different promotions here available. Next up, let's take a look at the deposit and withdrawal methods available at Betway. So here we are. We're in the help and support section. I'll go over how to get here in a little bit, but you can see the list of deposit methods that are available here at Betway. Interact, PaySafe Card, InstaDebit, iDebit, Debit Card, Visa, and MasterCard, NeoSurf, Electronic Pays, and Electronic Check, and Pays. As for the withdrawal methods and the time frames, you have EcoPays, between 2 and 24 hours, InstaDebit between 8 and 24 hours, eCheck between 2 and 3 business days, Visa between 2 and 3 business days, Much Better between 2 and 24 hours, and Interact as well. So you have a bunch of different deposit and withdrawal methods to choose from. Next up, let's take a look at the responsible gambling options here at Betway. So here we are at the bottom of the page. Just go back up here, click on responsible gambling, and as you can see here, there's these self-assessments, identity checks, setting limits such as daily, weekly, and monthly deposit limits, session reminders. You can close your account, self-exclude yourself for various different periods of 24 hours up to 30 days or indefinite. So there's a lot of different things here that you can use to help create a safe playing environment at Betway. So back here at the bottom, let's go ahead here and click on help, because now we're going to go over how to reach support on mobile. So click help, and when this opens up, you have multiple different categories you can look at. So you have deposit queries, contact us, casino promotions, esports, so on and so forth. These all have a bunch of different articles, a bunch of different information. Like, for example, you can look at to see what deposit methods are available. Sometimes that's hidden behind, needing to make an account, so you can always come here, check that out, and see if, there is a method, because it does happen where people have preferred deposit methods and that sportsbook doesn't offer it, so it's always good to go and check that out. And then additionally, as you can see here in the bottom right, you have this little icon here to start a conversation, and then from there you just type in either a message or click from one of these prompts here to help with the automated virtual assistant. So these are some things that you can go forward with. So like, for example, withdrawal queries, this will come up, and then it kind of goes back and forth, and you can see what are withdrawal time frames, and that's how I got that information there. So this definitely helps you out quite a bit. But with all that said, here's our quick take on Betway. So I think the welcome offer is great. I think that having the multiple options is always a good idea, because there is different types of players. However, if you're a more casual player, getting the free bet back is probably the way you want to go, because it's pretty. You can do it with $10, and then if you do like the casino, you do get those free spins. But then, like I said, it's $10. But if you are somebody who's maybe a little bit of a higher roller, you can take advantage of that deposit bonus. But of course, you do have those wagering requirements as well. There's a lot of different sports and markets to bet on. There's great responsible gambling tools. I love the FAQ section. There's a lot of different ways to deposit and withdraw funds here. So overall, I think that this is a great place even for a casual player. If you're more of somebody who's inclined with promotions, there are some here. There's not as many as other sports books, so maybe you can take advantage of the ones here and also kind of continue to shop around. But if you're a casual player looking to get into sports betting for the first time, I think Betway definitely is a good introduction to this space. But with that, for more brand reviews, visit rg.org for our full sportsbook coverage. Thank you.